not only am I on time, I'm actually like, I was like 10 seconds early. It's only just gone 8 p.m, which means that for the first time in maybe at least a month, I was on time. I also got to recycle the I'm Back stream title, which I get to use again once a month. I get to pull out I'm Back because I've inevitably just randomly not streamed for like a week. I also just had forgotten just the feeling of lingering in the Hollow Knight menu screen. I think it's something I never did with Silksong. Like, as much as I love Silksong, and I think the music of Silksong is fantastic, I feel like I never lingered in the main menu. Whereas I can genuinely say I've spent so much time just like vibing in the Hollow Knight menu. I think I used to wait until, like, when I streamed this originally back in 2020, I think I generally used to wait until, like, I think I would have, like, at least 10 minutes of just chatting, just, like, on the menu screen before actually starting the game. And then when I finished the stream, I would just have, like, probably an hour of just chatting in the menu screen again. So this is like the Hollow Knight track for me. Also, hello ladies. The one time I don't get my laptop out 10 minutes early and wait for like 20 minutes you're on time. I know. I was actually 10 seconds early. So guess I'll never be late again. Guess it's just never gonna happen again. I'm gonna be perpetually on time now. It's bad though. I definitely I think I create a certain aura of, if Mello says she will be streaming at 8, do not show up until 20 past. Like, don't even bother, you know? Crazy work, yeah. 10 seconds is pretty impressive. I've even been sat at my desk with my PC on for maybe 10 whole minutes. I even sat down at my desk in good time so that if something needed updating or something needed to, like, load, I had time. Yes, Saturday. Pickup time 2 p.m. I think sounds good to me. I might have to give you a location at the time because there's a chance that I'll either be at the restaurant that I will be at or I will be like back at home at that time. So I might just have to keep you updated and let you know exactly where I end up. But 2 p.m. sounds good. Also, hello Johan. Once again, the pink. I got pink jump scared. I think it's a lovely color. I think it is a lovely hand-selected color. Mellow Knight? That's what they call me, actually. That's actually my full legal birth name. That's the name on my birth certificate above blood type mystery. Scientists haven't cracked my blood type yet. They're not sure I have any. The tests are inconclusive. Basically, my mums want to be set off like 2:15, so maybe a little earlier, depending where you're at. Yeah, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. That should be more than enough time. Saturday's going to be a crazy day for me. I'm going to be on and off of trains and cars quite a few times. You've also started another Hollow Knight playthrough to do what you've wanted to on your first. That's valid. That's valid. Do you replay games often? Because I have to admit, I don't think I have ever replayed a game. Other than things like Stardew Valley or Minecraft, where you can kind of just like passively pick up like a new save. I don't think I've ever... And, you know, maybe I'm being a little difficult, because obviously I've, like, picked up Hollow Knight and Silksong, like, a couple times to, you know, either do some of the God Home stuff, or in Silksong, like, I obviously did start a second save to do, like, the speedrun achievements. But because I did both of those things so close to my original playthroughs of the games, they didn't feel like a second playthrough the way that this does. Like, picking this game up, not really remembering much of it after 6 years is kind of wild. Which, speaking of, I have genuinely, I cannot remember where I need to go in-game. And I'm a little conscious that if I want to just sort of passively pick up some of the speedrun achievements in this save file, I kind of need to, or I feel like I'd like to get 100% in under 20 hours. But the fact that it's taken me 1 hour to literally just do Hornet is kind of embarrassing. I will check my Snapchat. I will. Oh. I do like Starburst and Pringles a lot, actually. Sorry, so for context, that was a Snapchat I received 5 hours ago, which was a 10-minute countdown on a window for snacks. That obviously I missed. It's been a rough day. I was on holiday last week, which is why I didn't stream. I also just didn't really say anything about it. I think sometimes if I say something on stream, like, oh, I'm not going to be streaming for a week, I've said it out loud. It's enough. I don't need to say anything else. It's fine. But I was away for a week and I flew back really late last night. Like, I arrived at the airport, like, at 2 a.m.-ish. And then I didn't get home probably until, like, way past late. Like, and then ended up with not many hours sleep before probably the most embarrassing work day of my life, just in the sense of, like, I feel like I was operating at like 2% brain power. I feel like I was mostly asleep. I feel like my eyes were open, but that was the only thing about me that was in any way close to functioning. It was rough. It was a bad day. A few people you know have started Hollow Knight in the beginning of the game was just calling for me again. Yeah, that's so fair. I feel like sometimes that's what happens if you see other people play it. You're like, yeah, that was good. That was nice. I feel like partially hearing you pick up a save kind of tempted me. The knight is so tiny. He's such a tiny little guy. Also, I said this last time, but, like, I actually kind of love, I feel like objects and menu assets have, like, thicker outlines in this game. And I think it's kind of fun. It's kind of nice. Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot how this worked. I forgot that that's my notches, so I could have Soul Catcher equipped as well. Embarrassing. Embarrassing for me. Your nail looks like a fine instrument, but showing signs of wear. I'd wager up there it would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll soon meet dangers the surface world can't match. I couldn't remember for a second. Oh, I'm gonna leave this guy to it. He actually, like, he's weirdly endearingly cute today. I'm gonna let him live. I couldn't remember for a second how I get nail upgrades in this game, but I remember it's City of Tears, right? There's like a specific location. Now, where am I? What's happening and what am I doing? Okay. Melon was weak. I mean, I was there for me. I experienced like a full, in fact, every day of my life, I have to be with me. It's really hard. 24/7. No, it's not that hard. I'm fine. I'm fine. Had a really busy work day, but your lunch walk was immaculate. Perfect weather, route, and song just hit so well. The weather has been lovely. What I will say is going on holiday and then coming back and trees suddenly have leaves is great. I actually can't recommend it enough. Everyone should always leave the country just when greenery is about to make a full return, because it makes you feel like it makes it feel like coming home is fun and fine, actually, and not like, oh god, no more holiday, back to real life. It's like, oh, the trees are blossoming, the weather is nice. I need to go on more walks. Walks are so fun. A walk with good music is like the best. Oh my god. The dash feels so weird in this game sometimes. I'm also like vaguely concerned that I need to like kill that guy to get over the Lake of Un, but I don't think that's what it is. I think now that I've got dash, I think I want to try a couple of the exits at Forgotten Crossroads, because I can't... I did realize, like, retroactively, that everything I did in Forgotten Crossroads, I didn't rescue Sly. Or do Grozmother, is it? I've forgotten. It's been a long time. Poor, Sly, not getting rescued. Poor Grozmother, not being killed. It's very tough. Maybe I'll go up, if I even can. Woo, okay, that scared me? That scared me. That scared me the same way that things in Resident Evil 9 scared me. And it was a small guy made out of leaves. Menu looks so different to what I remembered. It might be a Switch version difference. It could be, actually. It looks different to how I remember, but it wouldn't make any sense if they did this retroactively. So I know that there was obviously like an update to Hollow Knight fairly recently. But I don't think they specifically added in making objects look different. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is where I want to be, because this is where I saved that little freak. Zote, that's his name. I remember Zote's name. Zote's my best friend, and I love him so much. Also, hello, Ginnited! Because he's back again. I actually am. One whole week. It's crazy how time flies. Simultaneously, the longest week of my life, and also, like, every holiday everyone has had ever. Way too short. So many lovely walks lately. Oh, the sun! The sun. Aren't we all so... I'm so glad to have the sun. What a treat for all of us to have that thing. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve the sun. They should take it away from us. Because of how ungrateful we are. Lovesick Part 2 Acoustica. Ooh, I've never... What is that? You can give me the name of the artist, and I don't think I will know, but I'm intrigued. I really haven't listened to music recently. I couldn't tell you why. It's just not been happening. It's probably because, I've been reading a lot more though recently. And I actually can't really read and listen to music at the same time. It hurts my brain. I have to pick one. And I've been picking reading. Oh, I read recently Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for the first time. Also, sorry, I think I've only just noticed this. I feel like the night falls with, like, no velocity, which is kind of funny. What an odd little guy he is. No acceleration, no velocity. Poor thing. Born so small. Yeah, I read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for the first time. It was good. Oh, what's down here? Oh, okay, great. Okay, great. I'm dealing with this really well so far. Okay, can you throw a little guy? Okay. God, these can kind of feel slow to deal with. There we go. Ooh. That's fine, everything's fine. Okay, actually, when there's only one of them, I can kind of just, like, deal with these guys at will, can't I? That's nice. That's nice and relaxing. Ooh. Okay. Oh my god, die! Die already! Please be dead! Stop being alive! Ow. I guess that's what that guy was saying about me, am I right? Ha 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 ha. He hurt me real bad. I'm kind of scraped up. News for everyone. Expedition 33 is so much better on Expert. I honestly believe it. I love power trips in video games. I love feeling like I'm the best and nothing is difficult. Which is probably the main reason I played it on... I didn't change the difficulty. But I can see how it would be just, like, so much more fun. Like, when it poses an actual challenge. Okay. I think that's all that's over here. Can't really remember. I think I'm heading up this way, probably. God, yeah. Literally me saying I don't think I've ever really replayed a game. And I haven't. I've never really felt much of an urge to replay games. But, like, obviously I was desperate to replay this game now. Ow! And I also find myself really wanting to replay Expedition 33 on, like, New Game Plus and a higher difficulty. Miyabe's producer, although I'm not sure how involved he was, because it was released after his death, featuring Shang Tu, a rapper and lyricist. I feel like I've heard of Miyabe's, but I'm not sure I've heard any of his music. But the name rings a bell. The name definitely rings a bell. See, I'm musically very uncultured. I exclusively listen to... I rotate between listening to Peach Pit, The Strokes, and... like a third option. Ow! He hurt me. I didn't even want to attack him. I just want to go to the stag station that I've forgotten where it is. Maybe I'll go this way. I mean, exploring is nice, but like, I'm so forgotten where I'm going. Can I like hit him from down there? Ooh. Oh, okay, I'm kind of stuck between everything down here. Okay. I feel like I'm enjoying pogoing in this game as well, in a way that like I never used to. I think I was as allergic to pogoing in this game as I was allergic to an air heal in Silksong. Except unlike air healing, I never got to grips with it. I never figured that one out. That remained a mystery to me forever. Even now. Expedition 33 on standard was just so easy. I wasn't having it funny at all. I was actually frustrated by how quickly and easily stuff went down. Yeah, especially because the music is really fun. The actual like mechanic of doing the timing for dodges and parries is fun. And I do agree that like the downside of doing the side content, which is fun, is that it makes the main content, which is also fun, definitely too easy. So yeah, I think I would really like to replay on a difficulty, on like a higher difficulty, and see what it feels like, because like I found it too easy. There's like the hardest boss in the game. I kind of had I don't want to say too much about it because of spoilers, but basically it's really hard, but I managed to create a build that was like throwing a nuke at it, and it kind of made it a little easier. And then it was kind of over. I think actually the thing I struggled with Expedition 33, and it never upset me because, like I say, I enjoy a power trip in a game. I'm not too unhappy to be having too easy a time, generally. But one thing I do think in retrospect is that I found it really hard to like have a difficulty neutral experience. Like, I felt that bosses were sometimes too easy. But also, I think if I'd have changed my build, I would have found them too hard. Like, bosses were too easy because I occasionally had to, like, create a build that could destroy them in one hit because I had no idea how to deal with them if they lasted any longer. But like I said, that was fun. I think because I enjoyed spending, like, crazy amounts of time in the menu, like, oop, ow, fell in acid. God, typical Monday, am I right? The falling in acid, we've all been there. What was I saying? I genuinely don't remember. Yeah, I found it difficult to have things be like difficult in a healthy way. Everything was kind of too easy or too difficult. But I enjoyed the builds. I liked spending time in the menus, like figuring out builds. I think I can do that if I miss Hornet, like being able to grab onto ledges. I love ledges. Okay, this is also, it looks like I would need the wall climb here, so I'm just gonna put a marker. I never used markers in my first playthrough of this game either. I was kind of allergic to markers. I was kind of allergic to doing things that made my life easier. Let's just go down. Let's just go explore the places I've never seen with my eyes. That's the effort of making a build. That's fair. It, like, reading through the menus and picking things out, and then doing that for, like, multiple characters can be kind of fatiguing. But I just found that I really liked it. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, because I've never enjoyed that kind of build making in any other game. But, like, I just had a blast, like, trying to figure out what like, good weapons and ability combos would be. Oh, I had so much fun with it. Out of nowhere. Okay, well, that's fine. Ooh! Ooh! I didn't expect to get so hurt there. I also forgot for a millisecond that I didn't choose to do my whole, like, shtick of doing this in Steel Soul. And for a hot second I was like, oh fuck, it's over. It's actually over. I'm going to die. In real life. My biggest thing is that for basically all bosses, you never learned the parry timing, because you got like one attempt before you killed stuff and just could tank hits. In fairness then, it sounds like you were having an easier time than even I had, because like I never got to that point until I had some of the really like late game equipment, basically. Just to the point where Forgotten Battlefield Boss has multiple attacks you never got to see. Yeah, and that's a really good one, and the music's really good. And it's, yeah, there's a couple bosses where it's nice to get as much out of them, I think, as possible. And if that takes a higher difficulty, so be it. Man, I kind of forgot how to deal with them for a second. They have so much armor. Ow. Oh, great, these guys. I forgot how much I love them. And everything about them is so fun. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I can, like, get away with jumping. Yeah, okay, I can. Perfect. Perfect. So that was more of like an angle puzzle than anything else. Delicious. You'd much rather struggle and have to take the time to make a build specific to a fight. Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair. I think the problem is, like, I didn't really bother making builds until kind of at a certain point in the game where I feel like I hit a bit of struggle, and then I think I was making builds that were too effective. Like, then I think I was like, oh, I'm gonna make builds now, and then I made builds that were, like I say, basically just a nuke to throw at an enemy. And then it was like, okay, now this is easy. Yippee. So this is where the tram is. Wow. I kind of forgot about the tram. Oh, and the secrets noise. I love the secrets noise. I feel like this game does a different job of does backgrounds quite differently to Silksong in a way that I hadn't really remembered. Like, everything has such thicker outlines is the main thing. Like, even this grass, like, has really thick outlines and funny wobble. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, there's Grozmother. I kind of came a bit of a weird route, I think. Is there even anyone to fight that way? No. Fine. That's okay. You've been making builds since the start, so your damage output has just been super high. Yeah, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. I think basically what I did from the very beginning of the game is if I got given a new weapon, I just switched to it, but didn't, like, fully read it much. And if I got given a new, like, Picto, I think I just, like, equipped it on someone where it sounded like it would work. But once I hit a point where I had more weapons and Pictos, I started, like, trying to work on builds. But then I think I made a build that was good. And then I was stuck with it. Ooh. Man. Okay. God, this is like nostalgic. Oh, Grozmother. Oh, mother of Gruz. Oh shit, did I kill her? Oh no. Okay, wait, I'm gonna try and get her babies with the soul. Let's see if I get the timing good. Okay, that was decent. I got a few of them. They didn't get me. Oh. See, even like in the background there, I feel like the lines are just so thick. They're kind of like endearingly sketchy. Like more so than the background. What a delightful game. What a game made with love and peace in my heart. Okay, let's go save Sly and then we can deal with Salubra. Say hello to her. Oh, God, I swear I'm having like genuine trouble with my controller where it keeps like not quite turning me at the point that I want to be turned. In certain circumstances, Verso's kind of broken. I kind of want to tell you now what I did with Verso when I played. I gave Verso anything to do with free shots. I give Verso things that basically meant he could get off, like, he would do a free shot, and there was, like, a chance that it regenerated, like, I can't remember what it's called, but, like, it regenerated the, like, the AP to be able to do another free shot. So sometimes, if I was lucky, he could get off 3 free shots before he actually lost any AP. I had things where it was, like, does extra, like, every free shot is a critical hit. Like, the first one does 20% extra damage. If they inflict double burn or something. Like Verso just basically shot things. I gave him... He had... I think if you've done the Forgotten Battlefield boss, you should also have the weapon that gives Verso a second turn, I think. And that was basically just cracked. I think I can't remember exactly what the routine was, but it was really consistent. Just do a bunch of shooting, and then, like, I think I put stuff on him that meant that he regenerated, like, full AP going into his second turn. And then in his second turn, because he'd used the shots to, like, build up his perfection, he could just do, like, it was really fun. I fucking loved Verso's build in the end. Oro, you oaf, you wield your nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see this old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually I live in an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. Luckily for this guy, I don't breathe. If you return above, come see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I thank you properly for your good deed. Actually, Actually, Sly, everyone up there is quite friendly, so how dare you say that? You're exploring then. Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail though, and I can tell just by looking that you know how to wield it. That's really cute. I don't know if there's other... Because it's Wanderer's Crest in Silksong, right? That is the one that gives you kind of like Hollow Knight-esque things. It's cute here. Like, I don't know if there's any other occasion that the knight in this game is kind of referred to as a wanderer. I didn't really remember there being, but I guess Sly does it there, which is cute. Lovesick is a jazz hip-hop hexology. Maybe not everyone's thing, but I recommend everyone giving it a listen. I will add it to my queue in Spotify, and then I will inevitably forget that I've done it, and it will be a fun surprise when I'm listening to one of Peach Pit or The Strokes. There we go. Specifically part 2. I'm gonna queue it 3 times. so even if it comes up and I can't remember why I queued it and I skip, I will then hear it a second time and I'll be like, oh, okay, I remember now. I should listen to this. That's the trick. That's how you get Spotify to treat you well. You surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Salubra and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the town folk out there tell you to come visit me? This is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own and you take one home with you if you'd like. I remember these being expensive. Wow, yeah. Quick focus being 800 is crazy. Okay, well I can afford to buy a few more. Yeah, okay. Shaman Stone is good to get here, I think. And then I can get another charm notch as well. Oh, I also just noticed when you buy something, her like little symbol at the top of the menu does like a little bounce. 20 more. See, the thing is, nothing feels crazy expensive. I feel like in Silksong, sometimes you meet like a vendor for the first time, and it's like, cool, you're trying to sell me things that are like 300 rosaries and I have 10 because I just had to pay 60 for a bench. Whereas in this game, it's like, I feel like you approach a vendor, you buy like 3 things and then it's like, well, that's fine. I still have a bit of money left over for the next bench I see. Maybe let's go with, the thing is, I'm never like a super big fan of long nail because I feel like I don't like getting used to the different like pogo distance. So maybe I'll just buy Steady Body because it's cheap, even though I also don't really want to use that. And then I'll leave it there. So I've at least bought something from her to cheer her up. Okay. Let's swap out. Honestly, for now, I think I'm going to leave it. Shaman Stone's good, but I like being able to increase the amount of soul I get because then I can heal. Actually, maybe fuck it. Maybe I will just do more damage. Maybe I will. It's a coward's move to want to be able to heal. I shouldn't want to heal. I should want to do damage. And that's a given. Bad take, long nail is incredible. Steady body is bad. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use steady body either. Oh, don't you worry. That's not going to happen. So many enemies just respawn in this game when you, like, move rooms, I feel. Which is wacky. Okay. Let's go over this way, because I can't really remember what's over here. Okay. I don't think you've mentioned how many times you've mentioned first getting up. No, I meant a shot of his gun, of the gun that he has. No. Oh no, the words I spoke had meanings unbeknownst to me. How do I not have map for this? Did I just not come over here? Or is it technically a different area? What's happening? Ah, that's why. Okay. That just goes to City of Tears? I don't even know. I truly don't remember how to get around in this map. Oh, okay. Oh god. Can I just wanna, yeah, I just wanna go to the stag. You're listening to the acoustic version of part 2? I do like the regular though. I think it's your third favorite of the 6. There's only 6 songs on the album then, I'm guessing. Oh, I guess 6 parts, I guess. Part 4 is your favorite and your favorite song of all time. Go on, I'll cue part 4 as well. I need to expand my music. Whenever anyone recommends music to me, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to listen. And then I just don't make myself listen because I just keep listening to the Strokes. And then when I do get around to it, like actually the example I'm thinking of is specifically Magdalena Bay, where Magdalena Bay was recommended to me so many times. And I was like, yeah, no, I mean, I'll listen. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. And then I just didn't. And I saw Magdalena Bay in concert and realized, oh, this is perfect. I'm going to listen to this forever now. And then I've just listened to Imaginal Disc on repeat a billion times. Like, Imaginal Disc is currently what was playing on my Spotify. It's the last thing I listened to. There we go. I'll cue part 4. Right, let's go. Hello, Eurig, hello. Yes, I have. So I 100%ed Hollow Knight. I played Hollow Knight 6 years ago. I played Hollow Knight 6 years ago and did most things. I never finished the Pantheons, that was too hard. And I never finished Colosseum 3 because I found that too difficult. Ow! But other than that, yes. Basically, Eorig, what happened is, so I finished Resident Evil 9, and the urge to replay this game came out of nowhere and crept up on me and was an urge so strong that I've simply had to give in. I've simply had to. I've had no choice other than to give in and just play this game. Oh, okay. This is fine. So many things in this area that I feel like you can get by exploring after you get Dash. I feel like there's like a sense of immediate reward from getting a movement upgrade that I don't really remember in Silksong as much sometimes. Recommend you an album for 2 years and then just stage the concert. It works wonders. If I'm forced to listen to it live, I actually listen to it and then I have a good time. Don't they move so weird after Silksong? They fall like sack of nothingness. Literally, I was saying earlier, I feel like when the night, like, descends, there is no velocity to this bad boy. They do kind of just drop. Like, I feel like Hornet did move. Hornet felt heavy. She felt like a creature with, like, delicious mass. Whereas the night feels like I'm playing with feathers. It feels like the character I'm holding in my hands is made out of like feathers stuck together with like a really light glue. So I have a feeling this just leads me to like... I'm annoyed because I know that I have like the city crest, right? But I can't remember where I go with that. And I have a feeling this just leads me to... Yeah, this just leads me to mushrooms. I don't really want to go hang out with mushrooms. Okay, yeah, and there's a little, like, shaky thing here. God, there's so much more in Hollow Knight that I feel like you need to bookmark. 6 main parts with an additional one, and then several variants of each song on the full Lovesick Hexology album. Okay, that makes sense then. So, hence the parts, I guess, is that if you have 6 songs and then you're doing something with them in different ways. That's very fun. I'll listen to it and, well, actually, I'll listen to it as long as I listen to literally any music. Because because it will immediately be queued afterwards. I'm not even sure, like, in my head from the description I can even picture what it would sound like. I think in my head I'm picturing that it would sound like Wolfpack. That's what I think I've decided it would sound like. And I wouldn't be mad if it does. Can I, like, dash and then use the nail? Okay, I can. It's a little awkward, but it's doable. Also, complete, like, brain vision of the past. I think it was this exact area that I was in when I was playing Hollow Knight on stream for the first time in 2020, and I was in university accommodation, and my fire alarm, like, went off. And I had to leave the stream on while I went and dealt with the fire alarm. Sorry, I say dealt with like I went and put out the fire. By dealt with, I mean I went and stood outside in the cold in like a jacket. With everyone else that had been forced to go outside. Okay, yeah, I can't do that without the jump. The dash feels like... Ooh, oh yeah, you! Oh my god. Leg Eater, do you collect a lot of Geo? Give me Geo and you can see something nice. Go on, I'll give you some Geo. Let me show you then, take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them for more Geo. What's he even gonna do with Geo? Is he gonna eat them? I've never really thought to ask. Like, what are Geo? They have a very unique relationship with physics. Yeah, I would say the Knight and physics aren't perhaps the closest of friends. Ow. It does make the Knight kind of weird to control. Also, I think I've said this before, but I feel like the way you have to dash in this game feels like very different to the way that you like instinctively try to dash with Hornet. Because I feel like with Hornet, the dash feels very like natural. Whereas I feel like sometimes as the Knight... Okay, maybe natural isn't more what I mean. I think maybe what I mean is like, sometimes as Hornet, I feel like you dash whenever you want. Whereas as the Knight, sometimes I feel like I jump and then dash on like the downbeat. Because otherwise it just doesn't feel like it really works. Ah! That didn't go very well, did it? The respawn points are really interesting. I feel like they're further away than I remember. These falls would be disastrous if you fall like Hornet. Yeah, Hornet falls so nice though. Hornet falls in a way that like allows you to regain control. Whereas I feel like sometimes as the Knight, when you're falling, it's like, well, guess this is gonna happen. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes if you want to be sure that the dash is gonna work, you kind of have to do the jump and then wait. Yeah, I don't get the economy in this game because, buddy, what do you buy? It barely makes sense in Silksong, even. Although in Silksong, I feel like because there's so many more characters, I feel like in my brain it makes more sense that even if the thing you're doing purchases with is supposed to be just like a holy, I guess like a religious object a little, it is also just like there's enough people that I'm willing to believe that people need rosaries to genuinely just trade with each other. Yeah, Silksong has an economy because it needs an economy because there are people. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is just... Is it Elder Who? Yeah, we remember the Elder. Yeah, they're rosaries and the characters are pilgrims. They have inherent value. It just makes sense. They're either using the rosaries to pray or to trade further. Whereas in this game, it's like, there's 6 people total. Oh, Cloth! The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You got the look of an adventurer, so we have much in common. Searching for dangerous places, well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Warrior sorts, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Keep sharp, stay alive, and let's meet again. Delightful. Hold on, let me catch up because I feel like there's some interesting thoughts on
Hollow Knight.
momentum.
More like Borrowmite. Listen, there's not much to work with.
There really isn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I picked a game that gives you so little ammunition. I feel like Resident Evil Requiem was a juicy morsel to really bite into. Hollow Knight, not even Hollow Knight Silksong, just Hollow Knight. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for you, Corvus. Hopefully I can finish the game in sub 20 hours to be able to give you some breathing room. For Hornet, it's a sprint. I feel like dashing as Hornet feels like Hornet throwing herself forward, whereas the Knight is propelled forwards by the cloak. Yes, I agree. Hornet runs around in a way that feels very like free and like I say, she feels heavy. She feels like she moves in a way that she moves and she lands with weight. Whereas the Knight truly just like, it sometimes feels like the Knight just moves in like an up, down, left, right grid. Whereas Hornet had angles. And you say Hollow Knight Dash is so much better for platforming. I personally feel like, in terms of my comfort with platforming, I felt like I preferred Hornet for platforming. Genuinely. Because even though I feel like the Knight is more predictable, I feel like you have to be really precise as the Knight. With probably like a better success rate. But I think there was just something really like fun and flowing and comfortable about Hornet's platforming. Yeah, Drifter's Cloak as well. God, Drifter's Cloak saves you when you're falling. There are so many times that I fall as the Knight in this game where it's just like, you can do a bit of like controlled movement as you fall, like left and right, but that's kind of it. Whereas obviously Drifter's Cloak lets you really like fine tune it. And Clawline is so good. God, they designed Hornet so well, I think. She did need extra things to make her fun to play with, and she's great. How does anyone have Geo? Actually, in this world, Geo makes sense because it just grows from the floor or something. I mean, you can see it right there. In this world, sometimes Geo is just like a mushroom that you can see. I love Clawline by the end. I think Clawline, like, by the time I got through Mount Fae the first time, I feel like Clawline really, like, made sense for me. And I really enjoyed it. I actually kind of miss, like, why aren't there anything like these in Silksong? Why don't we have any silly bouncy mushrooms with, like, horrendous physics if you just fall on them? I think the answer is because it was stuck, but, like, I want a better answer than that. I like my bouncy mushroom physics. Please give it back. Ooh. Oh my god, what was happening to me there? I'm like, damn, this is so cool. I didn't like it at first. I definitely feel like getting to grips with Clawline took some time. Ow, whatever. I think that was a good argument here. I mean, I agree. I think you sold your point. Oh! Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I was gonna fall on Hornet. I forgot that's where she hung out. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go this way, but like... Oh my god, I forgot that you see her here. Oh yeah, I can't go this way until I have the wall climb. Okay, I remember now. Its physics so frustratingly inconsistent. The only time I've ever put Silksong down for extended periods was doing platforming with Clawline. Yeah, that's fair. I think I felt a bit of that frustration in Mount Fae, but I'm also aware that like you had some very different like, I don't know, glitches or something with like the angles of Clawline that did make it look just like an actual nightmare. Whatever. I can tank that hit. I'll live. White Palace is your favorite zone in Hollow Knight. I genuinely can't remember how I feel about White Palace. I think I like it, but I find it really hard to remember. Okay. Yeah, I just don't remember doing White Palace as much. But I think I found it fun. It's tough because obviously there's the I guess the similar to Path of Pain, there's the platforming in Silksong that you can do at like the top of the world. And like I remember finding that very frustrating on a first playthrough. But I think by the time I did that on my like speedrun save, I kind of enjoyed it. Annoying. Okay. When it moves like a being naturally would, the knight does not. But that makes sense, they're not natural fellow. Yeah, the knight, it makes sense that the knight feels like feathers stuck together with glue. Because like, who knows? Maybe that's what void is. We don't know. We'll never know. Oh my god, okay. Wacky, wacky bounce physics. Oh yeah, okay, I'll do that. I just feel like I'm encountering little geo deposits every 5 seconds. I feel flush with geo. Like, I encounter my little map guy and I always have money for maps. That never happened with Chakra. Poor Chakra! She needed money and I couldn't give it to her. The knight's unnatural movement makes them easier to control, which means you get that mastery feeling easier, which is great. True, I guess. I feel like... Actually, yeah, I do feel like it took me... So, I was gonna say, I feel like it took me longer to feel like I had good control of Hornet. But that isn't really true. But that's more because I wasn't great. I was so, like, just objectively bad at playing Hollow Knight that I think it would have been a real struggle to be worse at Silksong. I have, so the moments that Trash experienced, I don't, having seen them, my memory is that it kind of just looks like the claw line, depending on where the claw line like hit the enemy, would basically give like a different amount of height. Like, it was the thing where it was like the lower down on the enemy, the more height it gave, which just feels like very backwards for what it potentially should have done. Yeah, let's keep going this way actually. Let's get to Queen's Station. Be nice to just unlock the stag. Ugh. I hate these guys. I always hate a guy with bombs, you know? Always hate a guy made out of bombs. And I've always said that. Yeah, I remember the momentum just looking like off from Trash's clips that I saw. I say clips, not like Twitch clips, like recordings. I don't know what it was. I just liked it, and I think I never had those like weird momentum issues, luckily. Although that was also, I don't know how much of that was maybe even a Switch thing. Because obviously I say obviously, I hope it's obvious. I play, God, this bench is even free, wacky. I played Silksong and Hollow Knight on my PC. So, And it could have genuinely just be a slight PC difference. Oh, and also, like, Trash was playing very early on in the life cycle of Silksong. Your first hitless Path of Pain the other day? That's crazy impressive. Hopefully by the time... I think I just find the platforming in this game generally, like, tougher than it felt in Silksong. And I remember finding Path of Pain, like, really hard. It took me a while. It took me, like, a couple sessions, is my memory. Played before patches, and you didn't notice it either. Oh, interesting. But yeah, it did just look wacky. Let's head down. I think I just need to get Mantis Claw. And I'm gonna fight Mantis Lords because they're fun. Okay. Base game Hollow Knight has easier platforming than Silksong. Oh yeah, I guess base game. Like, just moving around the world isn't too difficult. And actually, yeah, sorry, I just remembered, like, some of the platforming in Silksong to get, like, masks. And yeah, it's kind of rough. Okay, I need to head further to the right to head down. Actually can't really remember why I opened that up from this direction if I need to head this way. Oh no, it's fine. Oh yeah, that's why. Wait. Do we think I can do the thing? Is it still a thing that you can, like, get that to chase you and then pogo off of the explosion? Okay, well, if you still can, I won't be able to. That's fine. Okay. So, they're not too hard to kill with Shaman. Weirdly nervous about the Mantis, like, fighting the Manti. Oh, see, that's why. Oh my god, I'm gonna die to a Mantis. I found this area so tough, like, the first time I played. Okay, these guys aren't too bad. I guess I just need to make sure that I use, like, spells. Yeah, okay, this is chill. I don't even know how hard the platforming in Path of Pain actually is. It's just so mentally grueling. It's so brutal. Definitely the music chipping away your soul. Yeah, the music is rough. I think also with Path of Pain, some of it is like the knowledge that you'll have to restart. I remember that definitely got to me with Path of Pain. Is this just a sign? Wanderers seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. Yeah, God, they mention being a wanderer so much more than I remember. Crazy. Oh my god. I have, like, a particularly old, so back when I first started streaming in 2020, and I played this game, and very importantly, I had more free time. I made, like, a few, like, edited highlights videos, of playing Hollow Knight. And one of them is from the stream where I, like, was basically in this area trying to beat the Mantis Lords. And I think in current day, I think it's probably a very rough watch. Because I really struggled in this area. I genuinely can't stress that enough. Oh, Myla. I don't actually think I can save her without the claw. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow. Wait, is this like the... God, I can't remember the name, but like the sewers? Dashmaster. Oh. Oh my god, I swear the game glitched for me there. That was wacky. Yeah, okay, I can't get up there without claw. Very fine. Oh, poor Myla. I wish I could save her. You switched the music on and start playing your own during the final room of Path of Pain for the first time. It was Lovesick Part 4 that got you over the finish line. Oh, okay. It was specifically, that was the music that got you through. Hey, you have to do it. Seriously, what is happening to me? Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Yeah, sometimes you gotta change the music. For me, it was when it took me 9 hours to do Radiance in this game. All I needed was to listen to Girl from Ipanema. That helped. I guess some of the thing with the dashing is probably just more, not the dashing, like the claw line, is just how it feels like to play. Because I feel like it can look different to the actual like physical, what's like the word, like the physical feeling you get, like the amount to which the feeling of pressing the buttons translates into the effect, you know? Like that kind of like physical weight to what you're doing. I feel like Clawline is very susceptible to that being like weird. Also, like, I think it's very valid to like dislike Clawline. I think the game explicitly puts Clawline in places where it's also like, what's the word? Like Clawline is made to feel annoying, I think. Like Mount Fae has the Path of Pain vibe of like, it really sucks when if you feel like you have to restart. So you know what I mean? Like I feel like all of the Hollow Knight tricks that they do to psychologically torture you while you're platforming, Clawline is almost always in play. Okay, that's where it is. I think that just opened the door up above. Okay, it did. God, they just have so much range. So much range. I wish I could get up there. Out of curiosity, Trash, how did you find Clawline on like... Wait, have you started a second playthrough of Silksong? I can't remember. I think I had it in my head that you did, but I also don't think you did. I think... Am I right in remembering that you went from Silksong to RE9? Because maybe it'll feel different on a second playthrough as well. It might not. Like, I feel like for my second playthrough... Ooh, oh my god, yeah, I forgot that I can do that now. That's nice. I don't know. I feel like the thing about a second playthrough of a game is that I feel like some things will be, like, worse than you remember. Some things will be like, oh yeah, no, this sucked. This sucks. I remember why I hated this. Also, hold on, let me... After doing Pantheon 5, I have a take that might be hot. I don't think we needed Absolute Radiance, really added nothing. Ooh, interesting. See, I know because I've been unable to... Because I never did the Pantheons because they're hard. I don't even think I know what Absolute Radiance plays like. Like, I don't think I actually know the difference. Ugh. I just feel like I get more jumpy with the platforming in this game. It just feels riskier sometimes. Oh god, like I feel like I end up like slipping around like a freak. But I think that's because like, Actually, I think this makes a lot of sense. It's like when I play Mario Kart and I'm constantly swerving, because I think my problem with the platforming in this game is my same problem with controlling like a vehicle in a video game, is that I end up trying to like overcorrect, and it means that I like slip and swerve all over the place. What would my Hollow Knight boss name be? Like the something? The... hold on, let me think. The claws. Because of my tiny horrible disgusting hands. The disgusting claws is I think what I would be in Hollow Knight. Definitely some sort of creature with tiny pointy little hands that could hurt you. That could hurt you real bad. The adjective noun, yeah, that's what they'd call me. And I would be the scariest boss in all of Hollow Knight. No one would know how to fight me. I would be an impossible evil. Do I want to do Mantis Lords? I can't... Oh, I can. Let's go do Mantis Lords. Why not? Silksong's combat blows Hollow Knight out of the water, so it balances out. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I think... Obviously, the only bosses I've done in this game have been, so far, on this replay, have been, like, the easy early game ones. But it's like, I don't know. There's definitely something about them. I think part of it is the lack of weight. I feel like I feel so unfluid. I feel so, like weightless in this game, which I don't like. I like to feel like I've got a bit of grip. Okay, there we go. That's open. The disgusting claws. When you put it like that, it sounds like I'm being very mean to myself. Not the intention, you know? I can't help my hands. I also hate how, like, money gets stuck in the... like, in the pit here. And I guess that's what the point of the charm is that makes money stick to you. Okay, that wasn't my best. The invincible, fearless, sensual, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful Johan. That would be the full name. The thing is, Johan, I would see the Team Cherry doing that. They would just... Isn't that what they do with Zote, even? Isn't that what they do with Zote? Wait, is that the Zote description? Sorry, I was actually about to do a bit where I was like, I can see Team Cherry doing that, because I think it would be funny if they just had, like, a really long description. But then I was like... Wait, I do think they do that, and it's Zote. They did, in fact, think it was funny, and then they did it. Okay, I'm gonna lock in. If I don't lock in, there's a chance that I still die, and it will be really embarrassing. Okay. Okay. I'm so locked in. It's crazy. Oh my god. I love, love, love this music. Oh! fell in the floor. That's okay. It happens. Okay. Oh! Fell on the floor again. Everything's fine. Okay, nice. Oh my god, okay. I feel like, I'm messing it up. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here. No, I'm not gonna die. I'm never gonna die. Okay, maybe I will. Maybe it's rough, actually. I genuinely can't stress enough. I'm not even trying to just like plug an older video because it's like a 6-year-old video. It's not worth plugging. However, I think it is objectively really funny. That I'm not even doing, it's not like I'm doing a good job at doing this. Like, this isn't an impressive run of this fight, but I do think it is objectively really funny in retrospect how much I struggled with this the first time round. Ah, okay. See, they're getting me. But I also think in first time round, it was because, like, I didn't know my heal window. I wasn't pogoing that. Ooh, that's rough. This is a long fight when you're not particularly popping off. Okay. On the other hand, I don't think it's going to take too many hits to kill that one. Yeah, there we go. This fight is so good. This fight is so good. This may be the best fight in this whole game. Sorry, Sisters, the Sisters of Battle version is obviously like the best. Let's maybe not go to Deep Nest, actually. You know, now that I think about it, I'm just going to give them a little bow, and I'm not going to go to Deep Nest. I'm going to leave. Oh, okay. Or I'm gonna die. That could happen. There we go. And they're all friends with me now, which is nice. I feel like, can I go this way? Is this the way I can go? Yeah, because they bow. Yeah, I can hit that, and then I can go over here. Delightful. Thank you. Thank you for being my friend, little guy. Going to steal your money now. Oh, is that Mark of Pride? Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Interesting. Oh, that's such a good fight. I actually want to, like, I don't know. I almost want to show how rough I found this area, like when I played this the first time around. Maybe I will in a minute. Maybe next time I get to a bench, I'll show that. Because it's really it's rough. I feel like I say it all the time. I'm like, oh, I did really bad at Hollow Knight. I really struggled. None of you understand. Even those of you that were there, you've forgotten. You've forgotten how bad it was. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring it up. That means I actually have to load the video, so I'm just gonna put this here for a second. There we go. I just love so much. Could you imagine my glee when I got to Pantheon 5 and I got to fight all 3? Fighting all 3 is the best. It's like, I'm so glad they put that in the game. And I actually can't wait for like similar amounts of... Like when hopefully they get around to putting a kind of God Home DLC into Silksong, I can't wait for whatever weird thing they decide to do that makes an already really good boss fight even better. As always, if I'm trying to find, because I'm using like incognito YouTube, I'm trying to find my own YouTube channel, but you can't just like search, or can I? Searching Melomaniac on its own doesn't really do it. I specifically have to search, the easiest way to find my own channel is to search Melomaniac Dream Daddy, because then it brings up my Dream Daddy crack videos, and then I can easily navigate to my channel, which is fun. Where is it? There it is. Oh my god, well, firstly the video is on 140p for God knows why. There we go. Just pop that there. Let me catch up. On your replay for your partner, the only boss you remember struggling with a bit was Radiance. Yeah, this isn't too bad on a replay, but like, okay, maybe a good way to demonstrate how hard I found this. Wow, is first of all, I was still, when I was playing this bit of the game back in 2020, I was streaming from a laptop using like university accommodation Wi-Fi, so the quality was bad. But I think this was my first try. What am I even doing? Like, what is happening? I barely move out of the way. Most things hit me. I'm trying to heal at the worst moments. That's 3 deaths, by the way, that just happened, and that's a minute into the video. It's bad. It's really bad. I struggled to get out of here. I think I'd probably die here. And I think this was me trying to just go back to the bench, because I don't think I'd really clocked that you could just quit out. Yeah, so when I say I was really bad at this game, what I mean is that trying to get to the boss fight to replay it from the bench was actively difficult. Also, what? I was doing this with... I had Crystal Dash? What was my route? I had Crystal Dash? How? Okay, so what? I've had 3 attempts at this point. I had like an extra mask as well. Anyway, I feel like there's like another montage of deaths. So that was another one. That's another death. This was the first time I actually got to see that there ends up being more of them, and I think that was after like maybe 7 deaths. I fell into the acid all the time. Basically everything killed me. I think I also ended up getting motion sick. But like, this is basically 10 attempts and I'm 4 minutes into my own video. This is a 14-minute video. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so for extra context, I actually didn't remember this, but by the time I did Mantis Lords, I'd been in City of Tears. I'd been to Resting Grounds. I had the Dreamers on my map! What was wrong with me? What was wrong with me? Why did I find it so hard? What was happening? It took so long. It was ridiculous. But I got there in the end, so that's cool. And then 6 years later, I can do it first try, and it's only like slightly not a good attempt, which is cool. Crazy. Curie, hello, how are you doing? This is a good reminder to not go back to Hollow Knight. That's the thing, first playthrough sucks. First playthrough is horrible. I can't believe I did so much before Mantis Lords. That's wild. I don't think I had Monarch Wings. Surely I didn't have Monarch Wings. Surely if I'd had Monarch Wings, I would have been doing more double jumps. But also, that's actually not a very fair metric with me, because having an ability in these games does not necessarily mean I'm going to use it. Did you have to go for the night? No, get some rest, Corvus. Thank you for stopping by. That's all good. That's all good. I'm glad you were here to relive my past mistakes of just being not very good at games. I have to say, this is very emotionally reassuring for me. I think I've just kind of thought I was really... Wait, where's Myla? She's down here, I think. Okay. I've had, like, full crash outs in the past couple years when I've been playing a game on stream, and I've just been like, how am I still bad at video games? How am I still bad at them? But then I see myself playing Hollow Knight, and I realize actually I'm not. I'm like fine. I'm like a normal amount of normal at video games. Wow, God. It's nice to be able to jump now. Actually, am I even able to... Oh my God, am I crazy? Am I not able to do that? Do I need double jump? Oh my God, hold on. I thought I just needed this. But I don't think I can do it. Oh my God, I think I need double jump. Am I being crazy? What am I missing? Oh, wait. Yep. Okay, I see it now. I see it now as I get blown up. Oh my God, this is like weirdly more challenging than I remember it being. I'm gonna die here. Oh, well that sucks. Please don't die here. That would just be really embarrassing. After I go on a whole rant about how I'm better at video games now. Oh my God, thank God. Thank God. You forgot about me. I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. What? Oh, who are you? Your face, you're so... I'm sorry I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. You came back to rescue me, Bretta. Oh, her name isn't even Myla. I was being stupid. I remember who Myla is. I'm sorry, Bretta, for calling you Myla like 6 times. Sorry, I mean, thank you. I mean, I'd better go back to town. Better get home. Thank you. She's lovely. Okay, right. Let's leave. Before I die. You're still dying in Crystal Peak. That would have been my first death, and it truly would have... I would have been so horrendously embarrassed. I actually can't put into words how embarrassed I would have been if I had died there. Oh, okay. Everything's fine. Video games are easy. And I've never struggled with them ever. No, no, no. Not me. Not me. Is it over this way I need to go? No, that's just where there's lore, of course. Yeah, I do need my prescription glasses. I always forget that the Mellow Blind text ends with "what can you expect from a simp?" Because I feel like the term simp is so, like, horrifically outdated. But also kind of comes from the 6 years ago era of me, playing this game. Just like everything. Just like all running jokes I have, that, they all originated 6 years ago. Ooh. Okay. I think I need to go up here. Yes, yes, I remember now. Okay, I remember because I need to cross here. Also, look, you can see a little body of one of the guards there. That's cool. I don't think I noticed that the first time round. Likely, I didn't notice anything the first time round. Okay. God. The platforming here moves, like, way different from what I remember. I don't remember having to do so much of the, like, strange kind of movements. Oh. And it gives me a little halfway point. That's so kind. You could absolutely rip by one of those annoying little freaks that flies around and fires crystal spikes at the floor. Wow, Johan. That's such a mean thing to say about me. You know I can't help it. Wow. Sure. Ooh. A large knight statue. There is a socket on its chest. I sure will. I'll insert the city crest. Thank you. What does the word sip have to do with this? Well, I was too busy sipping for Hornet back then and not saying things. Basically, yes. Oh yeah, I forgot that this kind of locks me in momentarily. That's cool. Okay, so I need the, like, the downward dive there. Actually, you know what is 100% gonna kill me? In City of Tears, even? Is everything, like... Ooh! Firstly, I forgot about them, so that's cool. Not a great sign. But, like, the guys that, like, disappear and reappear and just fire shit at you, they're gonna kill me so bad. Oh, okay, I remember now. I know where I am. I know what's happening. Okay, they were not hard to find. Wife was also in reference to Hornet. It's all my 2020 Hollow Knight streams all the way down. There hasn't been an original thought in my brain since 2020. That's when the last thought I had slipped away. Oh gosh, it takes more than one of those to kill him. Oh, the music as well. This game's so nice. They made such a good game with this game. Okay. Crazy. Thievery, hello, how are you doing? Hollow Knight, yeah, I sure hope it does. Oh, he does. You don't have to worry about that. You do not need to worry. I finished Requiem last time I streamed, which was like, maybe like a week and a half ago now. And then I started, I started replaying Hollow Knight. Oh no. Oh no, it's crazy how these things happen. The great gates have been sealed, none shall enter, none shall leave. Well, that sounds bad. Look at him curled up with his arms all silly. He looks cozy at least. I don't even think he's dead. I think he's just silly. There's Quirrell. The capital lies before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answers to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, though now I sit before it, I find myself hesitant to descend. Is it fear, I wonder, or something else that holds me back? The city looks to be built into an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from cracks in the stone above. There must be a lot of water up there somewhere. I suppose if the cave roof stayed strong this long, it should hold for us. Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where all that water comes from. What a sight it would be. Fuck. Oh, that's sad, actually. Well, I guess we know from my mouse pad that happens. I guess we know from my mouse pad that he'll get that, so that's cool. Yippee! If you look down from here through the rain, you can just about make those twisted sentries, their husks still stuck in endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. Their training will not have been forgotten. This city presents some formidable foes. Yes, I will in fact rest with you. Gosh. Yeah, Soul Sanctum sucks. I hate Soul Sanctum. Soul Sanctum? More like killing me Sanctum. I just don't have a good track record for surviving Soul Sanctum. Oh. Oh, the fact you skipped Queen Station and Mantis Village Cruel dialogue. Oh, that does suck. I feel like I did the first time round though that I played. I feel like if the way I played this game was that I did so much before doing Mantis Lords, I think I must have done it that way round as well. Oh my god, can you not kill me please? Thank you. I remember when my wife first reached the Soul Sanctum and all the love she had for the city quickly left. She enjoys the Sanctum now though. That's honestly kindness and love in her heart, because I will never respect Soul Sanctum. I hate that place dearly. Oh, I forgot that this is where it gives you the title drop. That's so pretty. I mean, the city is lovely. Which is a good thing, because if it wasn't, I would be miserable. Wow. It is interesting. I feel like the enemies here feel very, in fact, this whole area feels very, oh my god, I'm feeling insane. I've forgotten the name of I've forgotten the name of the main place you go to in Silksong. The big city. The Silksong big city. What's that place called? The Citadel. Thank you. I needed that. Okay. Oh yeah, they all drown here. That's neat. That makes me feel at peace. Got so many breakable, like, bits of land around me. Currently taking public transportation in a different city, trying to catch train with no effective pain medications, feeling like a wounded deer that's bleeding everywhere and that everyone can smell it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Thievery, that's visceral. If it helps, I promise, they can't smell it. Even if you are a wounded deer, nobody can tell. Nobody can tell. They look at you and they actually just see a person. Just like a person. Which is cool. I like to think that's a good thing. But yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Taking any kind of like public transport or having to like navigate travel while you're ill sucks. And I say that as a person that had a tummy ache on the plane the other day. So you know, nothing big. But it still sucked. It still sucked. I don't think human beings are meant to travel while in pain. We're meant to be taken care of, wrapped up safe and warm in a blanket, with infinite pain medication at our disposal. So, I don't think I will be able to get a nail upgrade because I think I need metal or something. Have you brought me another nail to be honed? Leave it on the ground and return later if you're still breathing. I thought you were someone else. After a nailsmith, are you? Well, you found one. I'm not much for talk, but if it's a nail that needs repair, you've come to the right bug. Your own nail is in quite a sorry state. It's obviously not one of mine. Still, anything can be refined with enough effort and skill, even that broken blade. If you'd like, I can reforge your nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly. Oh, I just have to pay? Oh, that's easy because I have so much money. Unlike famous game Silksong where you have no money. You're trying to catch the train that leaves at 39. You're at the station stop at 35. You're incapable of running and the next possible train leaves an hour later. Oh shit, fuck. Hey, hopes and prayers that your second train gets delayed. Manifesting a full 10-minute delay for you, because a 4-minute changeover, that's stressful. This shouldn't be allowed. All trains should be neatly tucked between each other. 4 minutes sucks. You're not looking forward to having to wait an hour at the most shabby train station in the country, yeah. I guess, I mean, it would suck to know you were so close to like, catching the other one, but still miss it. But hopefully at least an hour sat down knowing that you'll be able to get the next one at least gives you some time to just kind of sit with yourself and not have to like rush and cause yourself any extra pain. Even if it sucks, an hour sucks. Like, I feel like if you miss a train and you know your next one's in half an hour, it's like psh, whatever, it's fine. But an hour, yeah. I hope your phone has so much charge and Wi-Fi. Oh, not shabby, stabby. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Are there toilets you can hide in? I know that's, like, not... I know that's kind of gross, but, like, if you can at least just get, like, a toilet stall somewhere, tuck yourself away for an hour, that might be your best shot. But yeah, slightly delayed train. 10, 20-minute delayed train. Would be really nice. I can't believe I don't have, like, any mask upgrades. That's embarrassing. I also hate having to, like, repeatedly press the dash button. I'm full of hate. You're so flabbergasted by my tummy hurt image. I actually was. I had to buy, I had to buy, like, tummy medicine from the airport. But, like, I was cursed with a perfectly on-time plane, so it was a little bit of a rush. But it was okay in the end. It was all good. I think I'll probably get up there with double jump, but I... Ooh, wait. Yeah, but I can't remember where that goes anyway, so I'll just give up. Okay, let's go this way. I think this is where we have our little moment with Hornet, which is nice. Always nice to see Hornet. I miss air healing. I miss it. What a treat that I did not truly appreciate. Ooh. There we go. All is good. Okay, yeah, wait, and I can do some selling here, and this is what leads down to the sewers. God, it's all coming back to me now. I'm connecting the dots now. God, there's so much geo everywhere. I have unfathomable amounts of geo. Truly too much. Nobody needs this much. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, little cutscene. This is so pretty. Oh, the way that the statue looks like it's crying. That's sad. It's all very sad, really. Again, we meet Little Ghost. I'm normally quite perceptive. You I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth. You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of two voids. It's no surprise, then, you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In doing so, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If, knowing that truth, you'd still attempt a role in Hallownest's perpetuation, seek the graven ash and the mark it would grant to one like you. Crazy that it gives you that information now when you're, like, so far away from Kingdom's Edge. Memorial to the Hollow Knight in the black vault far above, though through its sacrifice, Hallownest lasts eternal. Black Egg Temple added to the map. Oh yeah, I guess. I guess that is how it's added to the map. That's cool. Can't remember what happens now, though. Can't remember where I'm going or what I'm doing. Because that's locked. I don't think there's any little secrets around here. Ooh, okay. I guess I killed enough of them. Train's officially been missed. Oh, Thievery, I'm so sorry. It sucks to have a 4-minute changeover. Trains are never delayed when it would be nice if they were delayed. You know what I mean? Like, if you've got, like, a 30-minute changeover, guarantee that train will be delayed and you'll end up having, like, way more time than you want in a station. But the second you need a train to be on time or... Like, a second you need a train to be, like, late, it will be on time or early. They never behave. Trains are only late, are only early if it would be actively inconvenient. And then they're late the rest of the time. The music here is so pretty. I can't believe they popped off with this game just so damn hard. Oh my god, please, please die. Thank you. There we go, Helena Seal. God, I'm gonna make so much money when I remember how I get to the guy that I have to sell stuff to. I feel like it's the same with flights though as well, actually. Like, I've not done many flight transfers in my life, but when I have, it's always the second flight is perfectly on time and the first one is delayed, you know? Never the other way around. Oh, there we go. Okay. Shop. Come searching for rare items, have you? Well, hands off. This collection is mine, and I won't be selling to grubby little wanderers. A wanderer again! Still, I imagine you come across many interesting items in your travel. Maybe you'd care to part with some. I'll offer a fair trade for each. Oh god. How confident am I that I won't die and lose all of my geo? You know what? I'm actually just not that confident. I'm gonna keep those on me as collateral for the time being. The idea of doing a flight transfer makes me feel ill. Yeah, 100%. The first time I did a flight transfer, I was very nervous about it, especially because it was like, I think it was maybe like an hour between the flights. And I was like, well, yeah, this is gonna go wrong, so that's cool. But it was okay. I've been lucky so far. It's always been a close call though. Like, it's always the second flight is perfectly on time, but the first one is late. I had a particularly rough one recently where I was like flying for a work trip and the first flight was maybe like 45 minutes delayed and it gave me like half an hour to like manage the changeover. Oh goodness, I forgot you could aim down. That's not nice. But also I got lucky and I managed to get like a fast pass through the transfer security. So I got to use a shorter queue, and if I hadn't have had that, I would have been fucked. It would have been over for me. So that's what I found with like flight transfers actually, is that they are nerve-wracking because they always go wrong. But that so far, every airline I've ever had like a transfer with has done like a really good job of like taking care of me as best they can. where they've either given me like a fast pass, or one occasion actually, like there was someone with like a sign with like my destination when I got off the first plane, and basically they took me through, like, in a van through like basically they just drove me through the like the outside bit of the airport so I could get to, again, like a fast pass, like security, like passport check, and then they drove me to the gate for my plane so that I could just get on, like, going up the stairs to board, which was crazy. Like, I was so nervous about that one though, and I'd also had a bit of a stomach ache for that, like, travel. It was a bad day to be me, but it all worked out. Basically, my flight transfers have always gone wrong, and yet I've never gotten screwed. I've never gotten screwed over with it. When it's speaking all fancies and Buddy's just looking at her. He's not built for words, and that's okay. The knight is a creature of thoughts and feelings, which I think is beautiful. I think they're beautiful. Have you ever had like a really long layover between flights? Weirdly, I would kind of hate that. I mean, a really long one would probably be nice, right? Like a layover long enough that you can go just do something else somewhere else. Sounds fine by me. I think what bothers me would be a layover that's like, just not long enough to like, not long enough to really do anything, but have to linger in the airport. Like, for me, a 6-hour layover sounds shit. It's like, I don't want to just hang out at an airport for 6 hours. I'll be bored. And I'm not doing it. I would be very bored. I actually would hate it. I've had like big delays to flights that have probably had me approaching 6 hours in an airport, and it is miserable. Isn't this a change from those twisting natural caverns? Sorry, that was a really awkward and fast transition from talking to doing Cornifer. This is why I'm so, it's so messed up that I'm cursed with not being able to do the voices for characters, because it means that I'm talking about planes and then I'm like, isn't this a change from those twisting natural caverns? The rain does cast something of a sadness upon it all, but the architecture is simply splendid. Charting such a different space is quite the challenge, though one I've eagerly undertaken. Perhaps you'd care to purchase a copy of my achievements so far. I sure would. I have all of this money to use, after all. We've both come so far to reach this grand place. While I'm about these buildings, I must remember to collect a trinket or two for Iselda. That's so cute. Cornifer's a real cutie patootie. Oh. Watch where you're going, you soggy vagabond. I don't want you splashing me. I've had a miserable time trying to keep dry. I'm Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. If I decide that I'm going to stay dry, then that's what's going to happen. Curse this wretched city. Water and monsters constantly fall from above. It's no wonder the blasted kingdom fell to ruin. Have you seen them? The guards who still patrol this city even after dying. Being overly devoted to one's duties is no virtue. I think I didn't remember there being so much like side character dialogue in this game. I think in my head, like, there were way less opportunities for like moments like this compared with Silksong. Silksong, I felt like there were characters talking all the time in a way that I didn't remember of this game. Oh my god. Oh my god, why does no one want me to kill them? Oh. It's rude, I can tell you that. Now get down here so I can kill you. Cool. Maybe it's because I'm really bad at, like, filling time at airports and on planes. I'm always like, I'll take a book, and then I take a book and I don't read it. I just go on my phone and have a bad time. Ooh. Oh my god. I do remember hating these guys, to be fair. Can you get down here? Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. I feel so lucky to only ever have direct flights. Yeah, they are nicer. It's just the peace of mind of it is very reassuring, I think. It's nice to not feel like, I don't know, even just the feeling, once you have a layover, the second your flight starts getting delayed, the feeling is horrible. It's like you start counting the minutes for like, if it's delayed another 5 minutes, I think I'll be fine. But if it's delayed another 10, I think I won't be. And you know? Layovers that are like 4 hours. 4 hours is a real useless layover. 4 hours is like, have fun doing nothing. Have fun doing like 20 minutes of awful duty-free shopping and then like, just go sit down. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. I'm just kind of very aimlessly exploring at the moment. Oh, but I know what this is. So this connects me back up to Dartmouth. God, you can kind of explore very quickly in this game, can't you? I don't think I'd remembered. Oh, I couldn't stand on it. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. They really did not have curves in this game, did they? Wow. That was such an awkward transition from talking to doing quarterfinal. No, no, don't. It's not what I said. I mean, it is what I said. That is, in fact, a very accurate direct quote, but it's not what I meant. Oh, ow. Oh, I need to be careful. Okay. Okay, it's weird. The economy of Hollow Knight, I feel like things like benches and stag stations feel actually more expensive than they, like, are more expensive, but still feel cheaper. Like, it's still easier to pay for stuff, even though the numbers are always bigger. God, I've unlocked so many places. What a treat. Actually, while I have money, I might go to Dartmouth and buy some things. Yeah, rosaries are more rare. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I ended up preferring the economy of Silksong. I just feel like being able to string up your rosaries is such a nice system. Hello, I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? This is cozy. I've made myself pretty comfortable here selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I have several items that may improve your chance of survival. I will be buying this mask shard, in fact. That's a treat. It would be nice to have 3 more of those. Oh, I can just buy another? Ooh, wow. I suspect I undercharged last time, and this is the last one left. Okay. Gathering Swarm, I think, is good. Gathering Swarm is good. Stalwart Shell. Okay, maybe that's where I'll leave it. Maybe that's where I'll leave my purchases with Sly for now. You found a new nail then. It looks like a much finer weapon than the last. Oh, this is the same nail, but it's been honed by someone extremely skilled. A nail is an extension of ourselves. It is the instrument by which we shape the world around us. It's a sacred duty to keep its edges sharp. Sorry, I shouldn't ramble on like that. Let's talk Geo instead. I see they've opened that mapping shop across the way. I suppose a little competition is healthy. Perhaps I should start to sell maps as well, or is that a little aggressive? All's fair in a world made of Geo. But it's not, Sly! It's not! No one cares about Geo. Nobody cares. Okay. I want to talk to Elderbug again. What a turn. Our shopkeep's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much. No competition. That's the problem. It's bad for the market. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The stag station is open. That building lay silent since even before my time. I've heard the tales of the glorious lines, a web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be travelling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Did you visit the temple? A strange building, I've heard, though I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us once went there to pray, said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house beside the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take a larger house, especially given they're all empty, but they liked the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get through the door, I wouldn't put up with it myself. That lovely young lass has returned to us. Oh my god, I forgot that I've actually done a lot of things since I came back here. It's really interesting as well, like, so the order of this dialogue isn't the order in which I did these things. Like, I did Stag Station, and then I think, like, Iselda moved in, and then it was Sly, and then it was Bretta. So, it's interesting that the order of dialogue kind of seems to be the order that the game, like, expects that you'll do it. That lovely young lass returned to us. I must admit I placed thin odds on her survival. Seems to think very highly of her rescuer, some sort of dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing since she got back. Thoria must have passed down below while I was taking my nap. Such a shame. I'd love to meet so impressive a bug. I hope you aren't too disappointed by our little town, traveller. Though it's now a solemn place, once we were much more welcoming. Entry to the kingdom was forbidden long ago, supposedly after some great calamity. Many gates were closed, but our old well remains as a way to creep back in. Over time, all kinds use the well to wriggle into the ruins. Wanderers, thieves, adventurers. Funny how few ever come back up. Perhaps they find what they're looking for. I'm not so naive. No doubt they've all been gobbled up. There are countless dangers in those depths. Hallownest's great. There's so much dialogue from Elderbug. This is wild. Hallownest's great capital is what most of you brave types come to see, thinking to loot its treasures, I suppose. It must be brimming with them. The city's right at the centre of the kingdom, though I've heard the gates are sealed, so gaining entry can be difficult. It'd be a rich bug that could return with even a fraction of the wealth inside. Despite my age, I've only seen a few who've managed it. Must say something of the dangers about its streets. But what wealth! Money has no real value! I'm talking about the real world, by the way, not the game. Okay. Okay, we got through it. We did it. We did all of the dialogue. What a treat. That took forever. That was crazy. Whew. Has anyone told you how nice your reading voice is? Thank you. I'm glad. I feel like I stumble over my words a lot more, like, reading aloud in a game. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I do a lot of, like, R's and L's get very mixed up. But I try. Oh, I saw Tiso outside. I want to say hello to Tiso. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below. One built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. Again, this happens so long before you get access to the Colosseum. What a crazy thing, sometimes. The order in which things in this game happen. And thank you, Bretta, for leaving me this mask. I also forgot this was a reward. The white saviour, the maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed she thought herself, and to despair she fell, until a light bloomed far in the distance. A bright, glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last a beautiful being. Sharp horns, gleaming white. Arms reach out for the damsel, gathering her up, grip firm. Oh wait, I just saw she has a Hollow Knight plushie in her room. That's so cute. I also feel like the style of her room is weirdly similar to Hornet's. Just something about like the furniture and the blankets. That's so cute. Ooh, hold on, is there, I mean, this game is so weird because your first playthrough, you're like, oh god, this lantern's expensive. And then you grind for it, and then you get further into the game, and you're like, okay, so I'm good for money. And then you see the unbreakable jobs. Yeah, I think I think that's what I did. The thing is, you can accumulate money really quick. But I feel like there are so many things that you just also very naturally find that are good to spend the money on. So I feel like I never feel broke in Hollow Knight. I just feel like there are so many options. Whereas I feel like in Silksong, you acquire money really slowly, but also there aren't really a crazy amount of options. It didn't feel like there were a crazy amount of options. It felt like vendors generally had like a couple things. So I feel like in Silksong it was more like, oh, I'll just come back here and buy them later. Whereas in Hollow Knight it's like, oh, I could just buy that now. Why not? I definitely remember grinding for the lantern. I just don't think there was a point in this game that I ever had 1800 just like loose change. I was always spending it. So maybe not grinding in the traditional sense, but I feel like I had to consciously be like, okay, I'm saving money now for the lantern. Team Jerry don't know how to do girl bedrooms. Team Jerry think girl bedrooms are just like red hangings and a desk. And hey, who knows? Maybe they're right. I've never seen a girl's bedroom. I don't know what they're like. They're a mystery. They made a whole game about motherhood so people didn't notice. Yeah, they were like, wait, shit, we made Hornet's room too similar to Bretta's. We need to change the theming of our game so it's more interesting and respectful. And I think they did a great job. I'm very proud of them. I feel bad for ringing the bell just now. He's already here. That's like clicking at a waiter. Like, fuck you. Don't do that. I can't believe I did that to my little friend. He'll never forgive me. Thank the patriarchy for Silksong. Hey, if this is because of the patriarchy, this is like the one thing. I'll take it. I'll take this, and then maybe it can chill after that. I can't remember if there's like... Okay, there's nothing up there. I used to really struggle pogoing these as well. I remember trying to get a secret once that was in a spot where you had to pogo spikes above station, and like I just couldn't do it. I found it really hard. Whereas now, this game's so easy. Ooh. It's like playtime. This wonky hitbox is not at all. I did notice a small bit of just kind of hovering on nothing. And I got a simple key for free. Nice. Oh. Not 100% sure what I'll use that for at the moment. I've kind of forgotten. I know that I need one simple key to get the area for the rancid egg. But I can't really remember where else I would need them. Where else? What else am I doing? Okay. I think I'm heading this way if I want to go to anything interesting. I think this is maybe back where Cordifer was? Yeah. Oh, and he's still there. Good for him. Does that mean he has more to say? Oh no, he's just talking about his trinkets for his wife. Man, this guy loves his wife. Good for him. Okay. Okay, I think this leads to the Soul Sanctum. Which is like genuinely very upsetting to me. Oh, arenas in Silksong, I think, have conditioned me to believe that if an enemy arena starts, I'm about to wish I were dead. Oh my god, even the music here, like, upsets me. Oh my god, I hate this place. I actually hate this. Ah! Ah, fuck these guys! I genuinely never worked out, like, how to deal with them in an effective way. They make me freak out every time. Why did I come here with, like, no masks? Why did I decide to do this area now? Record Arbor, the mind still limits us so. How to break past its constraints to attain a pure focus. Is it even possible? Yeah, I mean, focusing is pretty hard, to be fair. I just feel like I need to, like, tank them. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Okay. Well. That's fine. You know, so far playing this game, I've been having, like, a smug little thought in my head. I've been like, I could have been doing this on Steel Soul. It would have been easy. This area exists to remind me that actually that I'm wrong. That I'm actually just like super fucking wrong. 30 minutes left, haven't been stabbed yet. Good, I'm glad. Keep us updated. Ooh. Okay. Kind of forgot about this guy, actually. Oh god, okay. I super forgot about him. Let's see if this goes in any way well. Oh! I can't remember, is he like a mini boss or do like I end up having to fight him several times? That was fine. That was okay in the end, I'll live. I was presented with a shiny object that I was priced out of, which simply is not allowed. If it's shiny and it costs lots of money, that's basically the game's way of telling you that this is the best object ever and you should want it real bad. Okay. That one wasn't too bad to deal with. I just don't know how the game wants me to deal with them. Because they move around all the time. I genuinely don't think there's a single enemy in Silksong that I find as annoying as those guys. I also feel like I've missed the bit of wall that has like a shortcut and that I'm super gonna regret that. Oh. Also, I can't remember if I acknowledged Jack saying I hate the casters here, but you're so right. They suck. They suck and we should all hate them. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, is the strat I just need to like hide under stuff? They always move before I can hit them. Actually, you know what this creature suddenly reminds me of? The annoying, like, deer in Silksong that you have to fight in Lost Verdania. I hate them. I actually hate them so much. It's actually crazy. Okay, great. Now go somewhere else. I hate bell throwers. Oh, okay, yeah, bell throwers are annoying. Bell throwers are annoying, to be fair. Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe Maybe you're onto something with them. Okay, I think I just need to keep climbing up, don't I? It's been a very long time since I've done like this kind of area. Is there a bench here? No, that's where he is. Hey, can I ask? Does anyone remember? Is there a bench around here? Because I know that's just another enemy room, isn't it? But I can't remember if it unlocks a bench. No. No, it's just the shortcut, isn't it? Okay. In that case, let's see if I can lock in and just fight and just beat this first try. Okay, let's see. Been a very long time since I've done this. There he is. I can't really remember what he does. Oh, okay, no, I remember that. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. It's actually gonna be... Oh my god, it's over. It's actually over. Oh my god, I forgot he did that. Okay. Let's see if I can get... Oh, I got one heal in. That'll have to do. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Oh my god. Ah, okay. I feel irrationally like I'm struggling with this. Okay, just gonna heal. He's not even in, like, scary phase 2. Oh my god. Okay. Fuck. That's fine. I took a good opportunity to heal, so everything is okay. Gonna heal again. Everything's fine. Okay, gonna heal again. I know it seems crazy, but like, I'm genuinely just so nervous about this because I haven't died yet. And it's like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen now. Okay. I can't remember how to do this phase. I'm scared. I'm a little nervous. Okay. Okay, fake out. He does double fake outs here. I know you can hit him there, but I can't remember how. I think I used to be able to. Okay, we're fine. That was okay. That was I was really nervous, but like it was fine. Yay! Solitaire is one of my favorite fights, so this one feels so easy. I think genuinely I just got so fucked up by the beginning of that. Also, like, early game boss fights I feel like I have a decent memory of, but from honestly, even just from this point in the game onwards, I feel so much less familiar with what I'm doing. Which makes a person feel a little nervous. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I actually, my memory of Silksong runbacks versus Hollow Knight runbacks is that I liked them in this game less. I found them more annoying in this game than I did in Silksong. I think it's just because I could move faster, so I felt like I was having more fun even when I was doing a run back. It's like, it's not the end of the world. I'm moving fast, I'm having fun. Yay, okay. Little seal. God, the music in here is so great. Okay. Feeling silly, but suddenly can't remember how I leave. Oh, wait, is this just trying to teach me... Yeah, okay, it's just trying to teach me that sometimes the floor can... Oh, oh my god, okay! Pogoing really is the way to go in this game. Wow. How did I do this? How did I ever even try to play this game? Oh. Stays at full HP the majority of the fight. But I had it really rough. I swear there was a point I was down to one mask in that fight. And I genuinely couldn't remember, like, where to heal. I feel like that's the big thing with this game more so than Silksong even, is that, like, I feel like you've got to know when you can heal. Because if you don't pick a good time to heal, you shouldn't have even bothered. Oh, there he is. A dead little husk. A husk of a man. A shadow of a tyrant. A freak. Of just, like, everything, really. Okay. That was just the arena, I think. Oh, I genuinely just don't want to fight you. I'm going to leave. I'm leaving. The enemies also could be actively stabbing you. You could probably pull the heal off. Yeah, and if you pull it off, you get, like, 2 heals out of it. Where's the bit in the wall that I can break? Is it here? Is it lower down? I remember there being a bit in the wall. I remember because I don't think I naturally found it. There it is. There we go. What a treat. Got there in the end. Being able to heal mid-air in Silksong opened up a lot more chances to heal. Yeah, for real, I think part of the reason that Silksong can make the bosses so difficult is because it knows that you are in a much, like, safer position health-wise. And as much as, like, even basic enemies doing double damage feels kind of shit sometimes, they know that you can heal it back. Even more so, you know... Even more so just because you have so much more, like, mobility with where you're choosing to heal. Pogo's so useful in both games, but in Silksong it's essential, whereas Hollow Knight you can get through. See, that's so... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I was thinking of a Pogo in the classic sense of just, like, straight downwards, but in Silksong, I feel like I was using the angled Pogo so much more, like, I felt like I was getting so much more out of it. Yeah, Silksong uses pogos way before Clawline. Less for platforming, I think. Less for moving around. I mean, obviously it still does, but I mean, even just in combat, I feel like the pogo in Silksong feels just so much more, like, effective. Okay. I can't remember why I needed that. So it's Hollow with the bouncy mushrooms, yeah. The bouncy mushrooms feel like a gimmick, though. Especially when they didn't carry them forward, like, into Silksong. Like, I just think it's a really, like, nice movement thing for the area they're in. But it's also just, like, the silly area where you bounce on the mushrooms. How much money do I have on me? I think I'm gonna go down and sell my... Oh. Or I'm gonna die. Really, anything can happen. I think I'm gonna go sell my little objects so that I can buy the lantern. I think I want to go hang out in Crystal Peak. I think that just sounds like a great time. Oh, okay, yeah. I can't get over there at the minute. God, City of Tears music is crazy how nice it is. What were they putting in the sauce? Oh. Am I missing? I've been up here. I can hear the exploding birds. I know they're around here somewhere. I feel like pogoing trivializes so many enemies in Hollow Knight. It definitely feels like... Maybe not... I feel like I get more... I feel like the combat is easier when you pogo more. Because the first time I played Hollow Knight, I like never pogoed, I don't think. And I found it really hard. Where there's definitely been a couple times, even playing today, where I feel like I've gotten out of a tricky situation by just kind of like pogoing. And solving it. Man, these birds that I hate. So much hate in my heart for birds. Sorry, birds. I just hate you. It's just everything about the way you are, you know? There we go. Okay. So I'll sell that. Hallownest Seal, very interesting. Do you know of the kingdom's 5 great knights? They're revered figures of Hallownest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Both their names and appearance seem to have been expunged from history. So long as passed since their time, it'd be a grand achievement to discover their identities. Then maybe let's just sell that. Though they're common finds about the kingdom, I much enjoyed the deciphering of their text. Read together, they paint a morbid tale. It seems fate was unkind to most who travelled within Hallownest's ruin. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm just gonna sell all of these and then I'm just gonna go on a buying stuff streak. Another seal, pass it over. I enjoy collecting their light, but there's little information to be gleaned. Mind you, they do keep a nice shine about them and there's nothing wrong with appreciating something purely on aesthetic merits. A Hallownest seal, give it here. Do you have anything else for me? If not, get your damp little self out of my home. I can't help that I'm damp, okay? It's literally raining. I think I'm also just going to quit out to fast travel back to that bench. I think they did the mushroom pogos with great difficulty, but pogo never became part of their combat arsenal. Like, people who do white palettes and don't pogo mods are insane, but it's doable. That is crazy. I feel like when you're comfortable with pogoing, you can use it to keep yourself a little bit safer in the platforming and then also in the combat arenas. Which I think is where I always struggled. I was never comfortable enough with pogoing to be able to use it to, like, help me out. But I also kind of get it. Like, it happens to me a lot in a game that I might learn an ability, but if I don't, like, immediately, naturally start using it, I might just struggle to, like, learn it, I guess. And I can see that happening with pogoing, that if you just find that you can live without it, I think it's a very natural thing to just kind of, like, compensate, you know? Oh my god, I actually hate this guy. Hate him a lot. Yeah, that's definitely happened to me with stuff in games. I think it happened to me, I think. I mean, I pogoed, but just never with any, like, proficiency, I guess. And clearly with not any now. That's cool. Most enemies in Hollow Knight, you can just pogo until they die. Some of them try to stab up or dash back, but that's it. So I feel like you actually got to engage. I feel like the pogo discussion in Hollow Knight mostly stems from the fact that it doesn't really have much platforming during the main game that requires much. Yeah, true. Like, I feel like I don't think I ever truly understood that I could pogo on spikes, because it never felt like the game really, like this, for example. I feel like the game never really fully showed me that I could do that. It never really gave me a memorable teaching moment of that skill, I suppose. So I never really got to grips with it. I feel like in Silksong in general, like, I feel like you've really got to master everything to at least some degree. Like, you've got to be at least a bit comfortable with pogoing. At least a bit comfortable with, or at least a little bit, like, willing to put up with clawline. Right. Let's buy the lantern. And honestly, fuck it. Let's buy the mask shard. What a treat. There's probably a fourth one hidden that in fact, hold on. I think, if I'm remembering right, there is a mask shard in Queen's Station that I think I remember seeing. People that got to Radiance without pogoing outside of when you have no choice, like mushrooms, is crazy to me. Yeah. It's hard to remember how much pogoing I used to do, but like I think I did very, very, very little. I just never remember being like fully comfortable with it. Yeah, here we go. Easy, easy peasy. Mask Shard fight Morlock. I fear Morlock. I hate Morlock. I hate Morlock. I hate the soul guys in that area. I genuinely think I might not even be able to beat Morlock. That's how difficult and challenging I find Morlock. Let's go back to Dirtmouth. I can't remember if there's anything else I wanted to buy. I kind of just got distracted by the fact that I wanted to do this. Silksong introduced far too many enemies with strong skills I couldn't pogo. Yeah. Actually, as well, especially with having, like, different kinds of pogo as well. I feel like some worked better than others. For different kinds of enemies like that, I guess. Salubra might have better charms to get, but I think maybe... I genuinely think I'm going to buy some more markers for my map. Because I actually just think that would be quite helpful. I never used markers. I feel like I used markers a lot more with Silksong. Like, Silksong trained me to use markers. I'm certain you do Morlock. Don't underestimate my ability to not be able to do Morlock. Morlock is an evil creature who I hate. Actually, I'm just gonna buy this because I can afford it, and every charm counts towards the count. So the crests are truly horrid bogos. No, Architect's crest is a horrible pogo. God, there's another one that's horrible. The Beast crest is so rough. Like, I ended up using it in my second playthrough to get shredded organs, but it was hard. How many hours do I have with Architect? Well, this is when I tell you I have maybe 10 minutes with Architect. Okay, you're right. If I put some time behind Architect, I'm sure eventually I would figure out a rhythm that let me do it consistently. But I am 100% confident that even if I put, like, hours into getting to grips with Architect, I would still think it was bad. Hunter felt very weird to me. Hunter's the angled one, right? Like the one you just start off with. I remember that felt weird to me at first. Like, in my, like... So I've been trying to very slowly edit some, like, highlight videos of my Silksong playthrough. And, like, in the first stream I did of Silksong, I was like, oh my god, I hate this, I'll never understand how to do this. And then, basically the second I got other crests, I was like, no, I really like my angled pogo, actually. 10 minutes, you've got this, Seabury. In fact, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I think I'm gonna end the stream now. I think my throat is running out of sauce, and I'm also still very tired from not getting much sleep with having a late flight. So this just feels like a very natural stopping point. I think I will stop here. Wanderers ended up feeling weird. Yeah, Wanderers... I think my problem with the crests is that they all felt really weird on first use. And I'm so aware that, like, I don't want to build up, like, a muscle memory in these games that I end up regretting. Or that I end up, like, later struggling with. So, like, I basically stuck to Hunter's crest for 90% of Silksong. I think I switched to Wanderers for a little bit of platforming that I was struggling with, but not a lot. And then, weirdly, I was only able to... I feel like I'm only able to do Lost Lace with the Shaman crest. I actually, like... I think Lost Lace forced me to try out all of the crests a bit more. And the one that I found myself the most comfortable with was genuinely just Shamans. Peace has the best combat pogo. In terms of damage, I'm willing to believe yes. But god, the angle is so, like... The brain tries to grasp at the angle and it's just fine mist. It's just a fine paste. Even the good pogos feel weird on first use. Yeah, like the shaman pogo felt weird, but like I ended up really liking that in the lace fight. Like the extra like range it gives you is great. The attack speed 400 is what made it for me. It felt so agile. Whereas I think what I liked about Hunters was that it felt like it was a nice balance between like it hit slower, but it felt like it hit a decent heaviness. And I loved the angled pogos. I loved being able to be on, like, the side of an enemy and be able to get to it. And I preferred that to being, like, above, I guess. With Wander, it's mostly me using other crests with actual range and then going back. And not the pogo or anything. The range was rough, I think. Like, whenever I used Wanderers for platforming and then had to do a bit of combat, like, around the platforming, it was like, this sucks. Give me Hunters back. I have like the Reaper pogo. Reaper, I never really used. Reaper always looked like it had a bit of a lag to it, which I can see being like appealing, but also I just never used it enough. I never used it to really like figure out if I liked it. It's not about damage, it's about a safe way to close distance. Like if you think of beasts as like forward Pokemon fighting. Yeah, I guess it makes sense because it doesn't really go at an angle. It doesn't really do like, it's not in that range of angles. It's very much like at the upper range of angles. 5 minutes help, I'm freezing to death. 5 minutes is nothing. In fact, I'm gonna end the stream right now so that you can absolutely catch your train and also so that I can get some water. So both of those things can happen in the next 2 minutes. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out today. I'm having a blast playing Hollow Knight. I'm really enjoying revisiting this game and plan on continuing to do it for probably the foreseeable future. Like I say, my goal is to try and do 100% under 20 hours, but I'm not rushing towards it. We'll see if it happens naturally or not. But yeah, I should be streaming again on Wednesday, same time. But as always, I will let you know if I'm not streaming. I will post in my Discord on the day. So yeah, until next time, thank you all for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Safe travels if you are traveling back anywhere. And XOXO, go piss, girl.